Ghostface is back. That's what they say. That's what I heard. So I went this weekend and saw Scary Movie 6 with my fiance. Was it worth it? Was it dog shit? We will get into that. Now, first things first, let's say this. There are two people that perform the best in this movie. And I think that is the actor who played Brenda's son in the movie, and I think that's Ray. Um, for some reason, Shorty was not that good in this movie. The weed thing was always like a little annoying, and obviously his character was like always supposed to be like, like as a pothead, his portrayal of a pothead is kind of annoying. But I can understand it. There are fair representations. This film, for some reason, it just felt played out, and I think it was his age. The weed thing doesn't hit it. Like when you're 40, making the jokes doesn't hit the same as when you're 20. That's a big difference. And spoilers, 1 to 10, 1 to 10, give it a 5.5. Now, it's not the best movie you'll ever see. It's not the worst movie you'll ever see. But if you are spending large quantities of money to go, I would not go. If you are choosing between this and spending time with your kids playing mini golf or something, I wouldn't go. If you have nothing to do, this is a good movie. If you have anything better to do, go do that. That's how I feel. The movie is just mid. And I wrote down 5 of the funniest jokes. There was a micro penis joke, so that's telling you the level of comedy we're getting from this film. We're getting micro penis jokes, clit jokes. Kai Cenat was in it, and I don't hate I like Kai Cenat, but it was really weird, and it made no sense for the plot. Why is he in this film? Shaq came back. I like that. Uh, and now that I'm reading the list, it goes micro penis, mom's a squirter, blunt clit, Kai's head cut off, and gay church. So 4 out of 5 things are gay or sexual. Well, that's great. Uh, so yeah, the weed jokes didn't hit. The gay jokes were the funniest part, or the like dick and ball and pussy jokes. So I guess when I read that back, it shows you the level of humor I just saw. Uh, let's get into the plot. So if you're afraid of spoilers, if you're worried about that, I'd leave now. Plot is we got Anna Faris's kids, Cindy in the movie. She's got 2 kids, 2 daughters, and one's Tuesday, who's supposed to be making fun of the Wednesday, like Adam's whole thing. And then Brenda comes back and she has 2 kids and they're twins. And one's a daughter and one's a boy. And one's like woke black and one's like pretty normal preppy black. Kind of like white coated a little bit. And they're all going to school. And then the dude that died in the first film, I can't remember his name, the white guy, he has a trans kid that's in the film, I'm pretty sure. And it was cringe. They kept bringing up that it's not a he, or not a she, it's a he. And nobody in the film laughed. Nobody in the film enjoyed it. And because there's 15 people, I can visibly, half the people in the movie were on the top row with us. So, like, if they're laughing, I'm seeing. Um, and pretty much Tuesday gets hunted by Ghostface. Ghostface is back. So they find their mom, who's like basically a tweaker living in this house that's like booby trapped. They're trying to save the kids and they're constantly going, and Ghostface is hunting them down. Every other damn scary movie like this, or Scream or whatever. And what ends up happening is, in the end, Sydney, Ray, and Brenda and Shorty go to save the kids, and it comes out that Ghostface was the boyfriend of Sydney's daughter and the girlfriend of Brenda's son. So the whore. And they were doing it to steal the franchise. Blah, 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 blah. Which, why would you steal a 20-year-old dead franchise? Who knows? But that's the plot. And then right when they're celebrating, they get killed. And it's Shaq and what's his name? Sorry, I had to look it up. I can't remember his name. He's on SNL. He was in Kangaroo Jack, but he's pretty funny. But it ends up them. And they kill him, and now they're Ghostface. And then right when they're celebrating, they get killed, and it ends up it's Ray and Shorty. And they're mad that Sydney and Brenda did Scary Movie 3 and 4 because blah, 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 blah. And it was really damn stupid. It wasn't the greatest plot, but it did like shock you how it just kept adding up. But in the end, the kids are celebrating getting away and everything. And then the parents tie them up and leave them to burn. Oh, some of the kids were dead, but either way, it was a really weird ending of the plot, and it makes it feel like they're going to stretch it out and make a Scary Movie 7. And I hope they do not, because this, you know, when you see the ending coming, that's what this film was. It wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst, but if my top 5 jokes, just to read them back to you again, were gay church, micro penis, mom's a squirter, Kai Cenat's head getting cut off, and a blunt clit. We're not going high, but I've said some of these things with my friends while high. That shouldn't be in a movie. And that was the other thing. It felt somewhat like shallow, and scary movies have never been deep comedy, but it was shallow even for shallow. And I don't know if Scary Movie 7 comes out if I'm going to spend the money to go. MVPs of the film again are Brenda's son and Ray. And the best part, I think, the two funniest parts are Ray, when he first shows up, is at church with Brenda. And they're at like some like type church in the like Protestant like country church, and they're all preaching against him being gay and getting straight, and then he starts twerking for Jesus. Whole church goes crazy and ends up like wilding out. That was funny. I don't, as a Christian, I don't think that I like that's not good, but you know, like that's not my business. And it was funny as hell though. And then the funniest part of the whole film is Brenda's son has been dating the whore, and been dating her the whole film, talking about she got a train ran on her and all this crazy stuff. And he asked Shorty how to eat pussy, which I don't know why you'd want to eat pussy if she's like the whore, but whatever. And he shows him how to, but through using a blunt. Like licking it and closing it and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hell yeah. And he goes up, he's eating her coochie, and she's all like, hell yeah. And then you see him pull out a lighter and light it like the blunt. And she freaks out, and then it shows it, and it's like rolled up like it was the craziest thing, like a twister. And that was the funniest part of the film. That had people laughing. Some things that weren't hidden. The Trump jokes, nobody really laughed, and honestly, it was kind of throwing people off. I think they had a couple ice jokes. Only one person laughed in the theater. The trans jokes, nobody was happy except for one. And like overall, it just, you know, when you see old people playing basketball and you're like, you got it, but you don't got it no more. That's how this movie felt. That's how it felt. And Hollywood overall is milking everything they can. It is interesting how many films are non-original now. And they just either revamp series or kind of like start the, like if there was one movie before and now there's two, three, four, or the revamping, and it's cheap, lame, and they insert like nothing makes things better. I've never lately. I mean, if you hear they're remaking something, you go like, is it gonna be good? Well, that's how I felt towards this, but I gave up and got excited, and I regret it now. And just to put it all together, if you're thinking of going, I don't know, but I'd give it a shot if you're bored. But if you got anything else to do, don't go. Uh, if you have gone, let me know how you feel in the comments. Maybe I'm a complete retard and you love the movie. Let me know. But Scary Movie 6 was not it for me. All right. Bye, y'all.